right, so let me ask you guys a question, man. First of all, I don't know the difference. Cassie, you probably do because you went to Emory and you know everything. The difference between a clairvoyant, a psychic, a medium, and somebody that's intuitive. Do you have any knowledge on any of that?
No. Well, I think clairvoyant can, if I'm not mistaken, can like see the future. I think a medium deals with spiritual entities. And what was the other one you talked about? Clairvoyant, psychic? I don't know about that one.
So
no, but I think one is being able to see the future and the other one is being able to deal directly with spirits. And sometimes you can be both, but they're two different things.
All right. So I'm not exactly sure what the label is, but here's what I do know is that his wife has dreams from time to time that end up happening in real life, like bad dreams. Like we'll have a dream that a family member is going to have a problem with their heart. And then that family member ends up having a heart problem. Or has these vivid dreams about somebody getting into a car accident and then finds out a week and a half they got into a fender bender. And a rich history of this happening over and over and over again. She's married to a dude. She has been having a strong reoccurring dream, and as much as she tries to ignore it, it just gets more vivid and more vivid and more vivid that her mother-in-law has something going on, either a cancer or a brain aneurysm or something going on in her head, right? So she tells her husband about it, and they are struggling now with the idea of either telling his mom about this or not. What do you do? If she's got this history, I'm not saying it's 100%. She hits all the time. But would you want to know if somebody that has a history of this, that is accurate, that you're kind of like a ticking time bomb up in your head? That would freak me out. 1-855-BERT Show. What do you do?
I absolutely would not want to know.
I mean, either.
Because I'm a firm believer that once something gets into your head, you can kind of start looking for it, and then it might happen because of that reason. So for me, I'm cool. Don't tell me.
Cassie?
I would 100% want to know.
No.
Tell me.
No.
Because if the brain aneurysm is maybe because she has high blood pressure or something, maybe she can go in and get that treated and it could save her life. It could like let her put stuff in place if she hasn't done her will. Like, absolutely. If it's preventable in some way, tell me.
I'm sure some of you guys have had to deal with this. Is there anybody listening that has these vivid dreams and they end up happening? Not just one time, but like a whole bunch of different times. 1-855-BERT Show. Dobby?
So if I had something in my teeth right now, would you tell me?
Hell yeah.
If I had a booger in my nose, would you tell me?
Yeah.
If you had a dream that I had a brain aneurysm,
Why
wouldn't you tell me?
If I had a dream that you had a booger in your nose,
No.
I would not tell you.
No, I'm just saying
If
as a friend, and then you dream, you're like, oh my God, Davy died. Like, you'd come in and be like, I had a dream you died. Like, we would talk about that because you're my friend, and then I'd be like, oh my God, I'm going to go get a CAT scan on my brain.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this right now that I haven't had this dream, but I am going to warn you right now that you should check your nose every morning. Because you might have a booger in your nose. It's going to happen someday.
You're not going to tell me?
That's a nose ring, Bert.
I haven't had the dream yet, but I'm sure it's going to happen at some point.
Man, it's the same as, if you saw a car speeding toward Davi in the real world, you would say, hey, watch out, and you would pull her out of dangerous way to save her life. I'm hoping. I'm going to go ahead and assume you would do that. So if you see...
If I'm not driving the car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If he's not driving a car, he and Mo would be taking bets on how far my body would fly.
But you would save her. So if you are clairvoyant and you have had visions that have come true in the past, it is the same kind of real world situation. You see someone in danger, you should tell them so they can try and do something about it.
Monique, good morning. You're part of the Bert Show. If you have these reoccurring dreams about somebody else, do you freak them out and tell them?
Yes, they need to know. They definitely need to know.
No. Have you had these before?
I have not, but I feel like she's having the dream and she needs to tell her.
No. So
No.
So just no. Just a hard no. So I went on a trip to Croatia 6 months ago, right? If you're one of my friends and you're having a dream that plane crashes on my way to Croatia, you've just ruined the first leg of my vacation.
Oh, well, no, I'd tell
Okay,
you after
yeah, I
you
wouldn't
made
tell you
it.
that.
No, I
I'd
would've
tell you
enjoyed
after
it.
you made it.
Yeah, I might tell you after. I'm not telling you before.
No,
for
because
sure.
then I'm going to think like in your dream you just got the wrong trip. So every time that I take a trip, I'm thinking this thing's going to be a fiery mess.
This might be the one.
But if so, a one-off dream, no. But if they're having that dream over and over again, I mean, we've all seen Final Destination. It changes how I live my life. Honestly, never driving behind logging trucks ever, and water bottles on the floorboards. Hell no. My point is, if it's happening over and over and over again, that means something. Like, that's not just I had a random dream. Dude, you're getting a premonition that plane is not going to go well. Like, that trip's not going to go well. And I would owe it to you to tell you so then you can decide
dare.
what to do with the
Don't
info.
you ruin it for me.
Sometimes our dreams are so exaggerated, though, that you're like, oh, I dreamt this happened. But, I mean, now it's a very mild version. Like, I feel like they're going to be like, get a CAT scan, and nothing's wrong with her head. She just needed a new hat. They should just buy her a new hat.
It could be
That's what
anything.
your dream was trying to say.
I feel like whoever's responsible for dreams should send that dream to the person that it's going to happen to. Like, don't put that responsibility on me
Right.
to have to tell somebody that they're
Right.
about to die.
The Bert Show.